What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Tempster918. What's going on? Y'all, look. Oh, well, shit, you can't see it because of the way that it's set up, but we got tinted windows. That's pretty nice. You actually can't see it here, but it is dark as hell. It is blacker than me. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. I was actually waiting to make videos like this in my car when I got tinted windows because I was tired of motherfuckers driving by and looking at me and being nosy and shit, so... Nikita, what is you doing, bro? Nikita, come on, dog. I wanted to make a video about this a couple days ago, and then look, somebody decides to pull up right beside me. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I for some reason, when I start recording, I can't flip the whole camera and do a 360, but you got all this space and decide to pull up here. I'm happy I got tinted windows. But look, so, Nikita, $250, bro. Come on, dog. Like, I knew that they were gonna come up with an expansion to the game, and I knew that there was gonna be a new version because everybody was talking about that, especially after they had deleted what's that shit called? What the fuck is she doing? Especially after they had deleted what is that shit called? The EOD. Especially after they deleted Edge of Darkness, I knew that shit was going to come to an end. And I knew that they were going to come up with something else. But pay to win? Pay to motherfucking win. Like, quite literally, like, I remember one of my friends, when I first started playing Tarkov 4 or 5 years ago, talking about how EOD and all the other versions of the game were pay to win, specifically because of stash space and shit like that. And I remember defending Tarkov and being like, Nikita would never do some shit like that. You tripping, you bugging, it's a skill issue, get better. You sitting here talking about it's pay to win just because you get more stash size and shit like that, and you know, or just because, you know, you might have like a gamma container and shit, like that's not pay to win, like it's not that big of an advantage, right? And then they go out and do this shit. So not only is there an item in the game that will allow you to not get shot by scavs, I believe, if they're farther than 60 meters away or some shit like that, if you have 6.0 scav rep, which is insane. Like, actually pay to win. Like, actually pay to win. So not only is that a thing, but there's also going to be something in the game that allows you to call in teammates in PvP, in the actual Tarkov game in and of itself. There will be something that will allow you to call in your teammates. It'll send like some kind of distress signal or something. I guess it'll send a message to your friends, or all your friends that are online on Tarkov, and they'll be able to join your raid. I'm so pay to win once again. I'm so confused how that's supposed to work, because Nikita said he's gonna put limits on it, but like a lot of things in Tarkov, whenever they try to do something, that shit ends up breaking and going horribly wrong in the worst way possible. I'm so confused how that's gonna work, like the limits, like what kind of limits can they put on it? Like, I was trying to think, like, what kind of limits can they do? Like, if there's so many players in the raid already, and it sends out that message to all your friends, can they join the raid if the max, like, people are in there or something? Like, we know that like, is it just gonna be like a better scavving system, I guess? Like, you know how you die and there's a chance, it's not 100% guaranteed, but there's a chance that you'll be able to actually go into your raid as a scav and try to see if you can get lucky and get back into the same raid you died in. A lot of the times it doesn't happen, but it's worth a shot. Will it be like that? Like, they'll limit it to like, okay, well, you can call in your friends, but you can only call in like 2 or 3 friends or some shit like that. And it's going to be within like 10 or 15 minute intervals or some shit, I don't know. Or like 2 or 3 friends can join instantly, but they can only join in as scavs, but they will get into the same raid as you. Like, if they could make it so only you could join as a scav to help your friend, that might be a little bit different, because, you know, if you're going up against a PMC, let's just say you go into a raid, you get absolutely shit on. You get shit on by this crazy ass PMC, or you're hurt real bad. You're like, oh shit, I need help. I need my teammates to help me and shit. You call your teammates, and then they come in as scavs, so that way they don't have fully kitted weapons. Because if you can call in another friend that comes in as a PMC, that's fucking broken as shit. Because I could dead ass be a little bitch if I wanted to. I could dead ass be like, oh my God, I'm just shit at the game and I'm getting shit on. I'm gonna call my friend who's like a fucking landmark Chad and plays the game 10 hours a fucking day, and I could just dead ass decide that, all right, you know what? I'm going to gear up. Let me just put on this Sobralo armor, this alternate shit, this goddamn SA-58 or whatever the fuck I want to use, and let me just go in here and just camp in a bush. My friend can tell me where the PMC is headed and I can just take care of him. Like, that'd be insane. So I don't know how that's going to work. And by the way, for those who don't know, all of this is going to be going to an edition called the shit, I don't forget what the edition's called. Shit. Damn. I'm a professional YouTuber, guys. I swear. The Unheard Of edition or some shit. Yeah, it should be Unheard Of. The Unheard edition. I think that's what it is. The Unheard. Yeah, it should be Unheard Of. But pay to win. Like, pay to fucking win. And the biggest thing, the biggest outrage that you're seeing in the community, besides the fact that there's features, another thing, before I even get to that point, is the fucking fact that you dead ass are sitting there with better queue times for 6 months straight and access to the PvE for 6 months straight before they realize that they fucked up on that. So actually that leads into the other point that I was going to talk about, which is EOD was not getting any of these features, and a lot of people were mad and upset. That's where the major outlash came from. Of course, everybody was upset that it's, pay to win, but other thing, people were talking about the fucking EOD. Like, holy shit, they promised us that EOD members were going to be the last thing we got. They took EOD away. They said that we would get access to all subsequent DLCs. It's a scam. They said we would get access to all subsequent DLCs, and then the Unheard Of edition comes out. They've got a new mode that's PvE that everybody was looking forward to. A lot of people were looking forward to it when Tarkov first released. It's going to be an offline co-op PvE mode that is straight up progression. It doesn't wipe at all. The progress will be there forever, and you'll have quests and everything. So it'll be like a offline co-op little mini story mode, I guess you could say, and PvE and shit like that. And we don't get access to that as EOD players, and that was the major outrage. EOD was like, wow, this is a fucking scam. Lawsuits were being brought up. I saw all the YouTubers. I saw people who don't even play Tarkov, motherfuckers who have no business playing Tarkov, fucking talk about that shit. I saw Asmongold, yeah, that's the name, right? Asmongold talk about that shit. I saw Mudahar or Some Ordinary Gamers or some shit. I think that's his YouTube name. He talked about it. It's like, bruh, it's like, holy shit, they fucked up. I think Nikita honestly sits there and thinks to himself, how can I fuck up in the worst way possible? I was watching a video, I think it was by OnePeg, I think it was, and he told the truth so much. He said, it seems like every time Tarkov takes one step forward, they take 3 steps back, but then the community excuses it because they did something decent. Like, this previous wipe was one of the best wipes they ever had. Everybody was agreeing that Tarkov was amazing. It was feeling good. They made some amazing changes and stuff like that. Ground Zero was great. The new guns, new ammo, the new feel, the armor penetration, the new armor system, everything was fantastic. Everybody was loving that shit, right? Barely any complaints, right? And then they go and fuck up and do this stupid shit. And like before, they've done stupid shit like this in the past, like talking about cheaters, giving DMCA takedowns to YouTubers to try to talk about this shit. Like, they'll do something right, and then they'll like take 2 steps back and make a huge mistake, but then the community lets them get away with it because it's just like, oh well, hey, at least I can still play. And that's just inexcusable. And which, like I said, that led me to the other point, which is you can't, so EOD wasn't going to have access to these things at first, right? Then Nikita fucks up even more. You probably think, oh, this situation can't get any worse. Nikita fucks this shit up even more. He says, okay, well, we understand. Well, first, he apologizes for us feeling a certain way. He didn't even apologize to us directly. He doesn't say, I'm sorry about this. He says, I'm sorry y'all feel like this. Like, I'm sorry y'all feel like this, but the Unheard Of edition is here to stay. And what we can do is we can give y'all a 50% discount. And what we can also do is we can go on ahead and give EOD members 6 months access to the PvE thing. And then 6 months access to like advanced servers or whatever. What would they call that shit? Advanced servers or some shit, right? So what they pretty much admitted, which we all knew, like, I mean, well, at least I think most people knew. Like, if you're not living under a rock, you watch YouTubers, you watch streamers, you say to yourself, how the fuck are these people able to get into these raids and shit? Like, when the server wipes, for example, when the game wipes, how is it that like 99% of the fan base cannot get into a game for more than 20 minutes straight, but you see streamers able to load into matches instantly? That's what it's called, priority matchmaking. How are they able to immediately get into a game in under 30 seconds? Like, they have to have some kind of special dedicated server or servers that have less load that they're able to get onto. And they admitted that in the thing that they tried to give EOD owners to make up for us not having access and being upset about the Unheard Of edition. They said they would give us priority matchmaking for 6 months on top of access to the PvE for 6 months. That didn't go well. That made it look even worse. People were like, holy shit, Nikita, what the fuck are you doing? So not only are you trying to give us some kind of like pseudo discount kind of bullshit, which no one's going for, because like, first and foremost, you wanted to say that this wasn't a DLC. They tried to pass off the PvE mode as some kind of feature and not like a actual DLC, which it is. And on top of that, you just admitted to everybody that there is a thing called priority matchmaking. So you were going to give that to EOD owners, but of course now you made the whole community mad, because people who were like only, you know, people who paid like 50, 60 bucks, which is still a lot of fucking money for a beta game like Tarkov, are wondering why it takes me so long to get into a game. You just admitted that shit. Now everybody's just like, oh, so you mean to tell me that this whole time there's been a thing that like priority matchmaking, and because I didn't pay for a certain version of the game, because I didn't drop 150 back in the day when EOD was a thing, or I'm not going to drop 250 now because of Unheard Of edition, I'm going to have to be in longer queue times? People like, oh, so you mean to tell me EOD owners for 6 months are going to be able to get into a raid in under 30 seconds to a minute, versus me, I'm going to have to wait over 5 to 6 minutes each raid? So that didn't go well. Nikita scratched that shit, that took that shit away. Then he finally made another statement. That's when he hit you with the, sorry y'all feel like this. It's like kind of a you problem. Sorry y'all feel like this, but yeah, you know, we've heard your outlash, we've heard your, you know, we've heard your outrage. So we've decided we're going to give you EOD owners the PvE mode completely for free, right? Which doesn't fix anything, but he's just gonna give it to us completely for free. But they're gonna bring it out in waves, like they did with what's that shit called, Arena, because, you know, he said, and which makes sense, because like he said, if they try to give all EOD owners access at the same time that the Unheard Of edition gets access to it, then it'll probably crash the server. So they got to bring it out in waves. But whenever that PvE shit does get released, EOD owners will get access to it for free, and they're going to add modding to it, which was a huge deal. Like, they'll have modding to the offline mode, which would be insane. And shit, I forgot everything else. I forgot everything. I think he took away the 6 months priority matchmaking, took away 6 months obviously for the PvE, and told everyone that, you know, I mean, EOD will get it for free. And another thing, pockets. It was something small, but like, you know how your in-game pockets only have like 3 slots or some shit? I can't remember. 3 or 4 slots. Like, yeah, so another thing that the Unheard Of edition has is like, you have pockets that are like the size of a mini rig, like a scav vest or some shit like that. I can't remember. So another thing, they said in-game, they're still going to keep the 2 things that are fucking insane, which is they're still going to keep you being able to get the pockets, and they're still going to keep you being able to get the beacon that allows you to not get shot by scavs from 60 meters away, and they're still going to keep the whole thing that you're able to get that will allow you to bring in other friends whenever you're like under attack online or whatever the fuck. But they said that they're going to, for EOD, they're going to make it so you have to quest for it. You can go down a quest line and eventually get access to the extra pockets, get access to the scav item, get access to the friend item or whatever the fuck. And another thing, I think unheard of edition got is like some extra, like a melee weapon or some shit like that. I don't know. All in all, it's shit. I mean, Nikita had just, like I said, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. That's being generous. I don't know what the fuck. And look, makes me look like a fat pig, doesn't it? Yeah. This makes me look like a fat fucking cow. Yeah. I'm not fat, y'all, I swear. Maybe I am, I don't know. But, you know, it makes me look like a fucking pig. Look, oh my God, look, a turkey. Gobble, gobble, you fucker. Gobble, gobble. But yeah, you know, it's insane. It's inexcusable. It's insane. It's inexcusable. It's sad. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know what Nikita's going to do to potentially fix this. The damage control has been horrible, and now I think he's already made his final statement, which is the statement I just told y'all. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what BSG is going to do. I don't know what Nikita's going to do. I don't know if they're going to honestly sit down and re-strategize everything, or is it just going to be like, fuck it, we ball. So I'll keep y'all updated on anything that I get. I'll let y'all know if I see any brand new news or anything like that coming out. I'll try to stay updated on Twitter and everything. I'll let y'all know. But as of right now, I know a lot of streamers have dropped the game. A lot of people I know, Nice Guy Tarkov, y'all know him. He took the Tarkov out of his name. He said he doesn't trust BSG. A lot of people feel the same way. People are still going to play the game no matter what, because as of right now, Tarkov is the only game on the market that gives that unique experience. I know a lot of streamers and YouTubers have been promoting Infinity Breakout, which I'll be playing on my channel when that comes out, as long as I get beta key access. And that other game too, I forgot the other game that people have been playing. But, you know, until another major competitor here's the sad truth. Until another major competitor comes out that rivals Tarkov and actually kicks them in their ass and shows them how big of a mistake they're making, Tarkov will continue to do what they're doing. That's the truth. They can apologize, they can try to make up for it, but as long as they continue making money, because they probably, the Outlast that they got is so bad that they'd probably refund the shit and delete it if they could, but people already bought it. And as long as people buy and support it, they're gonna keep doing it. Like I said, they'll continue to release updates that are amazing. People will swipe this shit under the rug in under a month, and then they'll make another dumbass mistake. So until the community actually takes a decent stand, which everyone won't do because nobody will ever be 100% unified, or another game comes out that actually competes with Tarkov and they start losing money for real, which they're already doing, but if they start losing like massive amounts of money, like bankruptcy type shit, they'll continue to do the same thing. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here though. My AC was working, this bitch just all of a sudden stopped working. I'm sweating like a fucking cow. And yeah, y'all, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Timson 918 out of here.